All right, let's do this. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a different type of video. I wanted to have Jordan over to do a collab with him, and then we just went off on this tangent.
Yeah.
We both went to acting school together.
Yeah.
So we have a ton of stories about acting school and stuff like that. More on that later. Jordan, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jordan Ross.
Okay, where can people find you on the internet?
Oh, on the internet, I was about to say my address. You can find me at Cinemaddix is my YouTube channel, CINEMADDIX. And on Twitter at the Jordan Ross.
The one and only Jordan Ross.
Yes.
He has a movie review channel. He also reviews like TV shows and stuff like that.
A lot of Marvel talks.
Yes, it's really, really good. I really like his content. You've really been stepping it up.
Thanks, buddy.
Anyway, let's get into it. So we went to, when was our graduating class?
February of 2010 is when we graduated, but we started in, I think, October of 2008. Okay. So about 10 years ago now.
So for those of you who don't know, we went to a school called Katy College.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to tell you. We might have to omit some names.
Yeah.
But
especially because I work there now.
It was
eventful.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay? It was like Hogwarts.
Yeah, it was.
It was literally like Hogwarts.
Well, and it's like there was a lot, there were certain teachers that I learned a lot from. We built really strong friendships with a lot of people. And there's some really good memories from there. But there are also there's a lot of craziness that happened as well.
There was a ton of craziness.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really informal video, by the way. We really just want to talk. I didn't want to do like a full podcast because I don't know how much time Jordan has, but we're going to get into it and I'll just edit it later. Anywho, so
who do you want to start? What do you want to start with?
I don't know.
Let's start with day one.
I think we need to start with day one. Okay, so
day one.
So day one.
God made the earth.
The flat earth.
Yeah, the flat earth.
So day one, we're at orientation. None of us know each other.
No.
And
just a bunch of actors.
Just a bunch of weird
actors.
Some of these people have never acted in their entire life.
No, they're like, oh, I like movies.
Yeah, I seen a movie and I want to be in one. And so they went to college for it.
Yeah.
And so you have people like bleeding heart artists like me and Jordan who are there and just like, ugh, these peasants.
Yeah.
Like,
well, for our class too, we had one of
how
the
dare
largest,
you call yourself an actor?
We had one of the largest classes ever at this school. We started out with 60 of us in the acting program. And by the time, just to give you an idea of how many people actually were serious about it, by the time we graduated, I think there were 18 or 19 of us.
Yeah.
So and that's in a little less than 2 years that it went from 60 to 18 or 19. So that just gives you an idea of how many of us were actually interested in really doing this for a living.
Right. It was very interesting during orientation. When I was paired up with someone who later we found out was a Craigslist robber.
Yeah.
I'm sure it doesn't matter if I say his name.
No, of course not.
Kenneth Hawkins.
Unless he gets out and sees this. Although he always liked us.
We called him Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Black Hawk, like the bird. Take it easy, comment section. We so for orientation, are you looking up Kenneth Hawkins?
I'm trying to find a picture of him, yeah.
So for orientation, what was it? It was you get to know somebody is their favorite flavor of ice cream.
Yeah.
It was their favorite actor, and it was why they started acting.
Exactly, yeah.
So
they paired us up randomly.
They paired us up completely randomly, and I was paired with Kenneth Hawkins.
Yeah.
And he was a great guy.
We loved him.
Really fun guy.
Yeah.
He was a real member of the class sort of family. And his favorite actor was Eddie Murphy. His favorite ice cream is Rocky Road. And I believe he wanted to be like a comedian, sort of like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. And he was funny.
He was really funny.
He was
great
shy.
guy. Spoiler alert: he would meet up with people from off of Craigslist and rob them.
Yeah.
So there's that.
At gunpoint.
At gunpoint.
And the way we found out was because he was the kind of like he never had much money.
No.
And we would.
Jordan's gonna be out of focus this whole video,
it's okay.
by the way.
Yeah.
We don't know why. I spent like an hour trying to set this up and it's still not working.
We would, because like all of us, really quickly at this school, whoever is in your class, you have every class together. So every day.
Oh yeah,
the week,
it's not like a normal college.
No.
Like I said, it's like Hogwarts.
Yeah.
So say we're in a semester together.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yep. There's Kenneth. We'll put this in the video.
I will not.
We would all hang out and go eat after school.
Yeah.
And like we were all.
There was a Denny's. There was a Denny's. I don't know if it's still there, but it's across the parking lot. You just walk over there.
So we'd all go eat at Denny's, hang out all the time. For 2 years, like we, of course, you had little cliques, but for 2 years, all of us would hang out almost every single day. And Kenneth would kind of tag along sometimes, and we'd go to Denny's, but he never had money, so we felt bad for him, and we'd buy him pancakes or whatever.
Yeah.
And he would always get there really early and get on the computers at school, and it turns out he was using the school computers to go on Craigslist. So
I'll be right back. Continue.
Yeah. So we would hang out with each other all the time, and then it was normal for sometimes someone not to show up one day. It's college. You didn't have to come to all the classes, so people would skip all the time.
Yeah.
But so when Kenneth skipped a couple days, we didn't think much of it. But then when it was like a whole week and he hadn't shown up, and this was still like towards the end of our first semester, I don't think anyone had his phone number or anything, because he wasn't really close to anyone. He was just kind of there and would hang out with us. But none of us, we looked on Facebook and none of us could get a hold of him. The one guy that had his number kept texting him and calling him. And then the next Monday when we got to school, someone was like, dude, pull up your phone. And we got our phone out and looked up Kenneth.
And there's his face.
His mugshot, yeah.
Kenneth Hawkins.
Yep.
Good old Black Hawk, the Craigslist killer.
Yeah.
The robber. Sorry, not killer.
Yeah.
Never killed anyone.
Yeah.
Never killed anyone.
To the best of our knowledge.